Oh, I'm sorry. I was up all night dreaming. I dreamt that I had to give a presentation on sleeping. It kept me up all night. As you already know, I'm a fitness instructor. People come to me with all kinds of issues. Issues about their weight or about their stress level. They also talk to me about their health concerns, such as their diabetes or their high blood pressure. While some of my fellow fitness friends would instantly prescribe a double dose of diet and exercise, I find that my conversations end up talking about pajamas. My fitness tip is something you do already. It doesn't cost a penny. In fact, my fitness tip will make you smarter, stronger, skinnier, less stressed, and healthier. My tip is to catch more Z's. Some of you may be saying, check, I got my Z's in last night. But how many Z's did you actually get? Did you meet your sleep debt? What about your basal sleep needs? Have those been met? If you've slept around 7 to 9 hours on average per night, you're in the optimal Z zone. But if you're not, and you feel little inclined to change your sleeping habits, well, let me share with you some serious sleep statistics. First, let me explain the difference between your basal sleep need and your sleep debt and how they work together. As a matter of fact, time gets allotted into both of these every night. Your basal sleep need is how much sleep you need per night, that's 7 to 9 hours, and the sleep debt is how much lacking of sleep you've gotten that night and the previous nights. Those combined create your overall Z picture. We all know a lack of sleep can make you feel as if you left your brain on that cloud that you were dreaming on recently. Sure, you may not be at 100%, but you can do your job in a fairly well basis, right? This may not always be the case. In fact, not getting enough sleep can kill not only you, but those around you. 3 major incidents have happened, and the root cause of those incidents was a lack of sleep. Those 3 incidents were the Exxon Valdez oil spill off the coast of Alaska, the Challenger space shuttle crashing, and the nuclear accident at Chernobyl. These are huge incidents. I'm sure that the people responsible for these mishaps felt that at the time they were capable of doing their job, but as you can see with the lack of sleep, we may not be the best judge of ourselves. Allow me to elaborate further. Let's say that you pull an all-nighter, staying up, getting ready for a presentation the next day. Studies have shown that if you have 17 hours of continued wakefulness, that's the equivalent of operating with a blood alcohol content level of 0.05%. If only you felt as good as if you had drinking the alcohol. Speaking of alcohol, let's say that you rack up your debt, your sleep debt during the week, and you go and have a couple drinks on Friday. You have 3 drinks. Those 3 drinks to you will actually feel like 6 drinks because of your sleep debt. This is only a good plan if you're budgeting for your drinking. But if you're trying to obtain a peak capacity of performance, my first recommendation to you is to go home and get your Z's. Now let's talk about health concerns. According to the Sleep Foundation, sleep can help with a slew of conditions that people have. Lack of sleep can be directly related to obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Ladies and gentlemen, our body is busy at work when we're sleeping. One way to prove this is that you actually burn more calories in your sleep than you do watching TV sitting on the couch. That's got to be an indication that stuff is going on. Some of the things that are going on while you're sleeping are some hormones are being secreting. You have your growth hormone that regulates muscle mass. You also have the hormone leptin, which can regulate carbohydrate metabolization. This is important for us pasta eaters out there. And we all know that sleep can help us to heal faster when we're sick. These are 3 direct indicators that can be measured on how we benefit from sleep. We need to make sleep a greater priority in our lives. It's essential that you make it as important of a daily ritual to get to bed on time as you do brushing your teeth. And I hope that is a priority for everybody. Once you switch into this mindset, you will see benefits almost immediately in your day-to-day life that you didn't see before. There are some things you will want to do to make your sleep environment more comfortable and able for you to sleep throughout the night. First, you need to stay away from your lifelines, the TV, the computer, and my personal favorite, the cell phone, 1 hour before you go to bed. Additionally, you shouldn't exercise within 3 hours of going to bed. As for your Z environment, you need to make it as dark as possible, for even the smallest amount of light will trigger that alertness or that awakeness in your system. You may also use any tools you need to accomplish this. Ideally, you want to make your room as cool as possible, typically in the 60s, which is really easy to do during the winter time, right? We can start catching up on our sleep debt today. I hope I've made the argument for making sleep a priority a good one for you. I want to help you all have the path of least resistance to being your smartest and your healthiest version of yourself. So let's all make a plan today to do our best to catch up on our Z's. Mr. Toastmaster.